fresh off a big win in the SoCal Classico last Saturday, Ventura County FC returns to William Rollins Stadium, this time playing host to an in-state rival from a little further north. That would be San Jose Earthquakes 2, the back-to-back Pacific Division champs who traveled down the coast with a bad taste in their mouths after consecutive 1-0 losses at home to Tacoma and North Texas. With less than 10 games left to play in the regular season, points are becoming precious. Tonight's winner will have the inside track to the top 4 in the West, and both teams have the talent to show for it. So let's meet our starting lineups tonight, and we will first take a look at Ventura County FC, the home team here under head coach Matt Taylor, and they line up in a 4-2-3-1 again, matching the starting formation that they went with last week in that 2-0 win over LAFC. The big name that's going to jump out for MLS Next Pro fans right in the middle is Luis Müller, the German forward who has scored 16 goals in 31 career MLS Next Pro appearances, last doing so for Ventura County early in the 2025 season. He is back, he is straight into the starting lineup, and he creates a dynamic duo up top with Julian Placias, who has scored 4 goals, 4 assists in his last 6 appearances. Other than that, a very young side for Ventura County FC, who has to make 3 changes from their last match and only feature 3 players over the age of 20. Now on the other side, San Jose Earthquakes 2 only make 1 change from their 1-0 defeat against North Texas. It's a like-for-like swap to bring Julian Donnery in on the wing, replacing Shane DeFlores. But it's familiar faces all around, and you can definitely pay attention to that midfield 3. Edwin Mendoza and Rohan Rajagopal, the 2 first-team midfielders, playing underneath 17-year-old KK Spivey, the top prospect in the Quakes organization, who has had an outstanding season at that number 10 position. He has 3 goals and 3 assists to his name this year. So keep an eye on him in the pocket, playing off of the likes of Tomo Allen, Bohane, and Donnery up top. It's the captain, Kano, at the back, and Crockford in goal for San Jose Earthquakes 2. Ventura County star-studded SoCal side stands tall after a season-defining victory that launched them into the top 4. Across the line, the traveling Quakes are trembling after 2 1-0 defeats, trapped in trepidation. Winner stakes a claim for 4th best in the West. My name is Parker Johnson. You're so glad that you've joined us tonight for this fabulous MLS Next Pro matchup, as we see the home side Ventura County FC in the white jerseys with the blue sash across the chest, and traveling San Jose in the black and blue as they move left to right in this opening period. And straight away, it's Ventura County playing a ball into the channel and across the 6-yard box. Placias trying to get on the end of it. They've earned a corner inside the opening 30 seconds as Luis Müller trots over to take it. A blinding start from the hosts. Müller shaping up a left-footed ball, whips it low to the near post. Spivey completes the clearance. Recycled to the feet of Eric Preston. Mason Vanny working with Delgado. And Brett Fan to reset in the center circle. Delgado, the lone first-teamer in the lineup for Ventura County. It's played out wide. Gize, Muller's first chance to go for goal, and he earns another corner for Ventura. Header at the near post. That was Allen doing his defensive duties, the San Jose striker, who will now leave his post and return to the top of the formation. 86 degrees, the high today in Southern California. 83 here at kickoff, and will drop as we head into the evening. There's a nice breeze as well. The Cameroonian teenager Gize opting for the long sleeves as he starts on the right wing, so not overly hot. A beautiful evening for some soccer, and just a great night all around the American soccer landscape. Of course, the two first teams here, LA Galaxy, San Jose Earthquakes, kicking off in about half an hour's time. But Spivey trying to get the party started early. He's dispossessed with a great tackle from Kike Martinez. Spivey puts the pressure right back on him as San Jose try to win the ball back in midfield. Mueller. Flip forward. There's a chase on for Spivey. Well shielded by Delgado. Conlon without the cleanest of clearances, but he sent it far enough away that he's able to scramble back into net as Ventura County set themselves defensively. Flung in high and over the top. That's a cross that Heisner will want back. The San Jose right back who got forward from his starting position. 22-year-old pro out of Brentwood, California. Goes Placias at midfield. Quende with the contact. A meeting of two very physical presences there. Placias scrapped for the opening goal last Saturday here against LAFC 2. First of two in a 5-minute span in the first half that proved to be enough for Ventura County to see out the result over their Los Angeles rivals. Their task was quite difficult when they went down to 10 men in the second half. Pepe Magana receiving a straight red card in that match. So he is not available today, serving his suspension, and it's Mateo McLean who takes his place in the center back position. They also don't have the first teamer Chris Rindove, who was in the starting lineup last time. So missing a couple of center backs, and that's why you see McLean back there. He's the one who shields it back to the goalkeeper, number 94. A highly touted center back prospect who's played for the U.S. youth national team previously, and this is his first minutes of the season. He only made 2 appearances in 2025. His pro debut was a start against North Texas in September. And then he had a brief cameo off the bench a couple games after that. He's able to hold his line and draw Tomo Allen offside. You can see the intent from San Jose to play quick balls over the top. That was a recipe for success. The first time these teams met, May 1st, up in the Bay Area, as San Jose struck 3 times in the first half, effectively ending that game by halftime. Ventura County would get one back in the second half, but not enough to turn it into much of a contest. And all 3 goals came from pretty direct build-up. A performance that Ventura County's head coach Matt Taylor described as ice cold. He said he'd love for his team to display that type of clinical finishing. And it's so hard to go against when you play well defensively, but you give up a few chances that the other team creates. San Jose with so much talent and experience, they know how to punish. They've done so to the tune of 37 goals this season, third in the league in per game scoring. Also, best in the West. If you look at their goal difference, they're not just a good scoring team. They've also got the third best defensive average and a plus 17 goal difference overall. And this communication between Brett Fan and Vicente Garcia. He plays in the center of midfield for Ventura County today. Now VCFC trying to set up the pressure as San Jose played out of the back. Kano back to Crockford. Forced back by Fan as Machico Paul dropped between the center backs. A roaring start from the home side, Ventura County, as they created a couple of corner kick opportunities almost straight from kickoff. Luis Muller's been active, as has Placias. That front two, particularly potent. Ooh, Conlon has to get out from his box. But he's saved by the whistle of the referee. Mendoza's touch a little bit loose. And a throw in here in front of Los Doce, the Ventura County supporters group. Loud and proud, as always. Into pressure by Conlon. He's had some risky moments at the back early on, but so far he's gotten away with it. The MLS Next Pro saves leader. He drew a lot of praise from head coach Matt Taylor after that match for his composure, his leadership in that performance. It's such a young team here at Ventura County. The 23-year-old goalkeeper done a great job marshaling the troops as the long throw comes in. Top of the box volley. Machico Paul's effort. Well wide of the frame. Conlon, who was a third-round draft pick this year out of Kentucky, has registered 5 clean sheets on the season, and it's been his command of the back line that has helped keep this team together at times. He and Kike Martinez, the 18-year-old center back who Matt Taylor says played beyond his years in that LAFC match. Hard to believe that as a 2008 player, he already looks like such a veteran and such a leader, commanding his team. He didn't put a foot wrong against LAFC. In a game full of nerves like that, one where Ventura County was down to 10 men for most of the second half, that is saying quite a lot. It'll be Martinez's job to marshal the young McLean next to him in this one. Conlon, a very valuable backstop behind them. Awkward header from Fan. Spivey picks it up. Conlon is well off his line. A stumbling shot from KK Spivey. Gratefully retrieved by Conlon. Martinez spears a long ball in the direction of Delgado, who had encroached up the left touchline. You see the in-possession shape developing for Ventura County. Trying to get those outside backs up the fields. Delgado and Mason Vanny on the other side. Eisner chucks it as far as he can muster. It's a ball for Tomo Allen to press. Conlon nearly caught, but it's hooked back in by Vanny. Very well done. As it's played forward by Gize. Here's Placias! Half shot, half cross. Preston trying to meet it on the backside. A sigh of relief for San Jose after the quick build from goalkeeper to right back, and then Gize with the slip ball through. And in the course of 4 passes, they were all the way down the other end of the field. Great build-up play from Ventura County. Allen gets a backpack ride from Mateo McLean. Eisner battling pressure from either side. Trying to interchange with Bohane. Throw in for Ventura. ECFC is brought to you by McDonald's West Coast, owned by the largest Mexican-American-owned franchisee, the McMorrow Family Restaurants Group, with over 48 locations in Southern California. McDonald's West Coast is a proud Jersey sponsor and partner, bringing local communities together. Connery's fighting for it. Win the battle as he blasted against the shins of Mason Vanny. Mendoza and Quende trying to keep the pressure on. All into the box, chested down and rattling the crossbar. Julian Donnery with an excellent strike, and in fact, Sebastian Conlon has pulled off yet another save to add to his league-leading tally. What a setup from Tomo Allen. Maybe it was the defender in front who got the deflection on it that the referee saw. But either way, an important intervention as Donnery had eyes for goal. Spivey goes short. Left-footed cross. Cut out the near post by Mueller. Full speed ahead was Eric Preston. Quende using his body well to get in front and stop the potential counterattack. Preston is absolutely rapid. He let him leak out from a corner kick opportunity. And you're going to have some serious problems at the back. Well done by Quende. Another painful giveaway, but kept in play well by Heisner. Heisner wins his duel with Delgado. He's at the byline, cuts it back. Another great opportunity that comes to nothing for San Jose. Down goes Preston. Spivey hacked him down. That's a yellow card for the San Jose midfielder. And another flash of the electrifying pace of Eric Preston. 18 years old, signing his pro contract in February after debuting with the second team last March. Preston got a goal last time out against LAFC 2, the second in their 2-0 victory. He's still catching his breath a little bit as it's launched towards the top of the penalty area. Quende has made a number of key interventions already. O'Hain battling two up the right side. Drops it off for help. Spivey. Sliced across. Quende serves. Rejected by McLean. Neat juggling from San Jose, now brought to the turf by Tomo Allen. Whipped across, Donnery's there. Over the top, and a half-hearted leap from Conlon to see it over. Gonna need some better marking in there. BCFC can't leave a player like Donnery so open. He's got the size at 6'5" to win a contested header. And give him more free looks like that, and it won't be long before he punishes with a goal. Donnery, the joint leading goal scorer, along with right winger Zach Bohane. Those two have 6 goals apiece, but it's quite the balanced spread from San Jose. Martinez caught on it. Here is Bohane. Watch it go, Paul. Flicked up and through. Tomo Allen couldn't muscle his way onto the end of it. I think Spivey was actually the intended target of that creative pass, but he was knocked to the ground. It will be inadvertent contact, and same could not be said for this blow on Placias, as he takes an extra moment to get back up to his feet. LA Galaxy, San Jose Earthquakes. First team's kicking off in just a matter of moments. I know that Chris Rindolph and Sebastian Hernandez with the Galaxy, first team for that match. Leaving some spots for the younger players to fill here on the second team this evening. That That match taking place at PayPal Park up in San Jose. And beyond that, we've also got our eye on the United States under-20 national team. This is played over, looking for Preston. And Crockford making his first meaningful catch of the evening. United States under-20s have two representatives from the LA Galaxy organization. Dylan Vanny, who is the twin brother of Mason, the joint leading goal scorer for Ventura County this season with 7 goals. And he has made it into that under-20 national team for the CONCACAF U20 championships, as has Ruben Ramos, who LA Galaxy fans will remember from his time with the second team and the first team this year. They are playing as we speak against Haiti in their first group match. And on Tuesday, they will face off with El Salvador, where they'll meet one of their Ventura County teammates, Gabriel Arnold, the central midfielder who stars for El Salvador at the youth national level. So lots of representation. These CONCACAF U20 games, which would be a qualifier for the 2028 Olympics. He can't make his way around Martinez. It's not textbook defending, but Conlon is able to launch it clear. Edwin Mendoza picks it up in the pocket. Tried to roll it forward to Donnery. Pretty chaotic game between the boxes. Not a lot of controlled spells of possession for either team. No goals breaking through just yet. Comes the corner from the Quakes. Shielded by McLean. And he does well to earn his team a goal kick. VCFC is powered by Ventura County Credit Union, Ventura County's trusted member-owned financial partner, empowering over 80,000 locals with smarter banking and community-first service since 1950, bringing VCFC to all local communities as their official credit union partner and jersey sponsor. Reset on the goal kick goes to the young Brett Fan. Ready to play his college soccer at the University of Denver. Very strong men's soccer program for the Pioneers. Vinny Garcia spinning his way through traffic, keeping his balance with that low center of gravity, feeding it out to Gize. A fresh new signing. He goes byline, takes a clip from behind, and it results in a goal kick for San Jose, but you can see the lively attitude of Jeremy Gize, signed out of Kaji Sports Academy in Cameroon, which is located in Bekoto, about 165 miles west of the capital city of Yaoundé in Cameroon. And if you've heard of Kaji before, could be because they've produced probably the greatest player in Cameroon soccer history in Samuel Eto'o. And beyond that, a handful of players with ties to the LA Galaxy and former Ventura County players such as Aaron Bibu and Asela Senge, who have both moved on to bigger clubs since their time with the second team here in Thousand Oaks. But in talking to Matt Taylor, he knew that even though Gize remains a little bit of an unknown quantity to them right now. They don't know exactly how fit he is. They're still trying to figure out his best position, which side of the field he's going to play on more. But they know he's a good kid, and they know he comes from a good place, somewhere that they've got a strong connection with at Academy in Cameroon. As he fights off his compatriot, Kwende. But the foul will be whistled against the young Ventura County signee. Kwende wins the battle that time. Ninth minute of play, still seeking our opener. As Mendoza takes a free kick, flicked overhead. That was Bohane trying the creative finish, but not enough power on it to threaten Conlon. Martinez fighting the pressure with a pass out to Delgado. That's a clever switch. Gize a little slow on it though. And it's one back in the midfield. Tomo Allen. Gize diving in to get it back for his team. He stays on the ground after that tackle. The play continues with Ventura County moving across half field. Played into the channel. Vinny Garcia stretching his legs out on the right. He's got to run from Preston inside. Chopping back. Pausing. Drilling it forward for Vanny. Looking for the cutback. And it's a corner one for VCFC. Beautiful staccato move from Matt Taylor's men as they strung together some passes, all started by the work rate of Gize. But they need a moment to check on him just outside your frame here. Went down in his own half as that play developed. And it allows for members of both teams to get some drinks. This is where your goalkeeper becomes your best friend as the one player with a water bottle on the pitch. And the Quakes 2 guys thanking Nate Crockford for sharing. So here's another look of what happened to Gize. He had just given away the ball and then went in on a tackle to try to win it back for Ventura County. He remains on the turf, and this will essentially become a water break here in the first half. And as he gets back up to his feet, we will get a look at that replay. It looks like a step on his trailing foot as he went in for the tackle. Tomo Allen unknowingly landing on that sliding foot. Accidental, but doesn't make it hurt any less. Tomo Allen, a large man himself at 6'4", 190 pounds. So that one will sting, but it should be one that Gize can shake off after he spends his minute on the sideline. For now, a corner for VCFC. Good-looking service. Ball's at the top of the box to Delgado. Vanny. Gets back out to the corner taker, Mueller. Back in the lineup. Swinging it in. It will just be a throw for Ventura County. Mueller's best contributions so far have been on the dead balls. Yet to find his rhythm from the run of play. Next pro fans, soccer fans in LA will definitely remember the name Luis Mueller as he checks to the ball to receive from Delgado. Fan. CFC trying to play some triangles. Mueller involved. Back to Martinez. McLean. Once again, it's Quende stonewalling a Ventura County player. So tough to get past. But going back to Mueller, he made his breakthrough after coming through the FC Cologne Academy in Germany. Came over to play some college soccer at Cal Baptist and debuted for Los Angeles FC, where he made 4 appearances in MLS and had a stellar record for their second team. Joined Ventura County, never cracked the first team, but you look at his return in MLS Next Pro games, he has 16 goals and 4 assists in 31 appearances in MLS Next Pro. Better than a goal every 2 games, which is the standard measurement for a terrific striker. Needs a better clearance here for VCFC. Eventually it's scuttled out. And the long ball doesn't connect with Eric Preston. Jose probing in possession. There's the split pass, finding the feet of Cadron Spivey. Donnery hooks it back post. Header into a dangerous area, but it's cleared by Martinez. Still alive for Roger Gopal at the edge of the area. Back to Dossman, now Kano. Bohane. Chopping inside, picking out Mendoza. Donnery plays it through. Slick stuff, but Ventura County holding strong in their block. It's a 4-4-2 right now off the ball. Mueller and William Pasias together as the front 2, and then 2 banks of 4 behind them. Impenetrable at the moment for Quakes 2. They try to go around the outside this time. Delgado sends it out. Running quickly by Heisner. The only way is back for San Jose. 37th minute of play. Still looking for our first goal of the match between these two Western Conference powerhouses. Ventura County starting the day in 4th place. San Jose starting in 8th, but Quakes have 2 games in hand on most of the teams around them. And a win here would put them in 5th, 1 point behind Ventura County. If you look at it in a points per game ratio, they and Ventura County are in a tier of their own, just below the top 3. So this very much is a battle for 4th once all things level out. Zach Bohane, Stanford product, shut down by Delgado. Good defensive work, but given right back after Ventura County won it. That's a dangerous tackle from Preston. He chops down Eisner. And a free kick for San Jose. This portion of the match is brought to you by Ombi Mobile, featuring premium 5G, unlimited talk and text, and exclusive access to the Ombi Club, where you can earn scholarship rewards, mortgage points, merchandise, and more. Learn more at ombimobile.com. Bodies barricaded at the back stick. Line held just inside the 18-yard box from Ventura County as we await this set piece from Edwin Mendoza. In-swinging ball with the left foot. Doesn't arc back very far. Out comes Conlon, and he's able to spare the corner. Throws it out quickly. Gize has the overlapping run. Instead goes inside onto his left foot. Vanny will slow it up. Wakes with the edge so far in possession against the team in Ventura County that comes into the day second in MLS Next Pro with an average of just under 56% possession across all their games this season. It's not like them. He's so out of control of a match. But that has been a symptom of this ever-changing lineup that they're facing. 5 players who played last time against LAFC not available today. 3 changes to the starting lineup. And they've moved away from their typical 3-4-3, which is where they tend to hold all that possession. They love to pass it around that back 3. Look for line-splitting passes through the middle. They've gone with more of a prototypical 4-3-3 look. A 4-4-2 off the ball against LAFC, and then here against San Jose. Going for a more conservative strategy, but one of the results has been a lot less of the ball than they're used to seeing. They were able to find the 2 first-half goals that made it easier to sit off against LAFC too. And then they did so by necessity once the red card happened in the second half. But the script to this match is a little different. Can't find Preston there. San Jose have definitely been the protagonists in the first half. Talking to their head coach, Dan DeGeer, he warned me, Ventura County will not keep as much of the ball as they do against most teams against us. San Jose so organized, so strong at winning the ball back. So much experience and depth in this team. And they like to get others off their game. Now they found success first time this season against Ventura County. That was a 3-1 win. And over the course of this series, it's been very similar results. Even the last 3 times they've played on the road here in Southern California, they've won by an aggregate score of 11-1 across those 3 matches. And by that mark, Ventura County holding pretty strong here. Their team budging so far. Quakes 2 have come the closest. They did hit the crossbar in the early stages. Garcia looking for options. One of several players forced into an unfamiliar position. Playing much deeper than he's used to, Vinny Garcia. Vanny able to receive and turn. And walled off by the boys in blue and black. Delgado attempting to create something for himself. A brilliant flick there from Cano. Effortlessly skating past the pressure of Preston. Adrian Spivey. Mendoza. Mueller. Connery trying to move quick. Good touch on from Allen. Ivy spins. Dispossessed by Vinny Garcia. It was a great defensive play, but the outlet pass not matching it. So far, the performance from Garcia looking much like it did in the last match against LAFC too, where he had a lot of defensive responsibilities, and he was up for it in that rivalry match. Garcia only attempted 10 passes in the match, but he had 4 defensive contributions. Did earn himself a yellow card. Much the same here. Battling against the ball for most of this first half. And playing alongside Fan in the pivot.
Your attention, please. The fourth official on the sideline has indicated a minimum of 2 minutes of added time will be added to the end of the first half. 2 minutes of added time to the end of the first half.
Another toothless cross from San Jose, gobbled up by Sebastian Conlon. Eighth cross of the evening for the visitors. Just one attempted by Ventura County. And that tracks with the season statistics. Quakes 2 are second in the league in terms of completed crosses per game, up over 5 on average. They like to attack from those wide areas. Fullbacks always involved. And they've got those crashing runners at the back post that contribute so many goals, like Bohane and Donnery. Logical Paul dribbling into trouble. Preston on the move. Could strike before the half. Goes down at the edge of the box. A free kick just outside the penalty area. Great run from Preston. Able to connive his team a free kick opportunity in the last gasps of the first half. Cano with the initial contact, then I think Mendoza is the one who commits the foul that was whistled by the referee. Preston still trying to get his cleat back on. Said it earlier, Mueller has looked best over the dead balls in the early stages. This is very central, and that does make it difficult as the shooter. Not a lot of room to get this up and over the wall. Oftentimes, you'll have to just pick a side and either smash it towards the goalkeeper or try to go around the far side of the wall. There's the man laying on the ground underneath to avoid any trickling shot that goes below the wall, who will have the freedom to drum. The tallest players in the wall set off to the right, Allen and Donnery. The shooter's left. It's Mueller on his return. Unable to curl it home, and that comes up a first half of struggle between two of the Western Conference heavyweights. 45 minutes left to tell the story, but we are scoreless after the first period between Ventura County FC and San Jose Earthquakes 2. Coming up in our halftime show, we'll get you set for MLS All-Star Week, including the return of Goalie Wars, plus our first half highlights when we return from these messages.
Boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next, just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud, don't worry about what next. Just know we got now, oh yes. Man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Welcome back, everyone. 0-0, our halftime score in Thousand Oaks. Next Pro alum and New York Red Bull, Julian Hall, has been named to the MLS All-Star team next week in Charlotte. Let's look back at our visit with this rising star.
Julian Hall! Remember the name! It's that man again, Julian Hall! It's goal, it goes in! Mehmeti, has he broken through here? Mehmeti across, Hall! Swinging ball towards the back post, it goes! Opening goal for Red Bull New York, Julian Zakshevsky Hall!
Born in Manhattan, New York, Julian Hall found the game the same way a lot of kids in this city do.
I first kind of started playing soccer when I was around 4 years old. I would play a lot wherever I could, if it was a field near my apartment or wherever I could, basically. And I just remember, falling in love with the game and wanting to play as much as I can. There's a main place I would play. It's pretty popular in Manhattan. It's called Pier 40, and a lot of people go there. That's where I played with Manhattan Kickers. It's kind of where I really started to realize I really wanted to play soccer seriously and maybe make it professionally.
That love for the game turned into an opportunity, a move into one of the top academies in the country.
Julian came into our system at U14. I think he played about 3 or 4 games with the U14s. I was a U15 coach at the time, so I was observing those games, and you could see straight away he was a special talent. So he quickly got moved up an age group to play with the U15s that season. Made an instant impact with the older age groups.
The level changed quickly, and so did the expectations.
I was very excited to come in and show my ability, and You know, I was playing with my age and I was playing a year up, and the intensity was a different level, I would say, from what I've ever played at that point in my life. So yeah, no, it's an amazing experience.
Chimueno scored off the bench against Seattle, and Julian Hall with the breakthrough! The Golden Boot leader rises to the occasion, and we've got an electric finish here in the U15 final.
He's one of those players that can get you up off your feet. Like, he's direct, he can take players on, he can score goals from inside the box, outside the box in really different ways. And, you know, it would always amaze you how he would find goals in the game.
The next step brought a new set of challenges.
That was the biggest jump for me, going from academy to professional football. The intensity, the physicality, the football, it was all quicker than anything I had experienced before. And, you know, I just thought I did a good job of staying level-headed and not being discouraged about little things.
Working to the midfield, now Gonzalez entering the box, across and a goal! Julian Hall puts the Red Bulls 2 on the board.
I was lucky to be coached by Ibrahim Sakaya, and Bradley Wright Phillips was there a lot of the time as well. They did a good job of helping me progress and helping me not get discouraged and keep going every single day and working hard. The coaching staff really, you know, mended me very well.
Like, he's always striving to try and get better at something within games and training. And then, you know, why he adapts well, he's a natural goal scorer.
For Julian, it was about staying level and keeping the work the same.
When you go to a professional environment, if you're doing the most amount of work and you're clearly working harder than everyone else, it stands out to a lot of people, and that can be something that separates you from everyone else. If you're a hard worker, that could get you to a lot of places, and I think that's just something that established me when I first came into the first team.
That work and mentality has paid off with the fast start of the season.
We're really happy with the way that he's moving himself forward. He has taken the ideas and has really shown that he is picking things up. Obviously, there's the attacking part, his ability to find chances, his ability to take balls on the move, to dribble, to go by guys, run in the box. The part that goes with it is how much work he does for us against the wall, how much pressing, how much sprinting, how much chasing, how much work he does to really make the game difficult on the other team. And so we're really, really happy with the progress that he's made. We're going to continue to push him.
As he continues to grow, so does the chemistry with his teammates around him.
I've known Julian for a very long time now. I see the way he works in training. I'm getting to know him more and more, obviously, as we play together on and off the field. And then when I step onto the field, I know where he's going to be on the field, what his positioning is like, where he wants the ball, left foot, right foot. And we're kind of growing that connection, which has been going in a really good way, and hopefully, to grow that connection even more.
Mehmeti, has he broken through here? Mehmeti across, Hall! 2-0!
I think it's just the trust with the coaching staff. Coach Michael, he's done a great job with us during preseason and putting trust in me to start the first couple games. It's a lot of credit to him for putting his belief in me. Obviously, I have to go out there and perform to the best of my ability, and thankfully, I've got a couple goals so far. The goal is to keep progressing throughout the season.
Talent and work ethic have helped Julian's dreams come true faster than even he could have predicted.
I've always dreamt of becoming a professional soccer player, but I never really expected to happen so fast, to be honest. You know, earlier that year, I was still just playing academy, and I was progressing well, but I never thought it would lead to signing a contract later that year. So it's kind of a lesson there just to be ready for anything, and anything can happen very, very quickly. You really just have to put your all into whatever you're doing, and things can happen. I think a big thing is just self-belief, because when I was playing in MLS Next, I was signing a contract later that season. I had no idea. I did not have a plan on signing that year. That was not in my plan at all. I think things like that can come from just you doing as much as you can, and things will just happen by itself, you know? As long as you're working hard and giving 100% every single day, you know, good things will happen. And, you know, thankfully things came to me that year, and, you know, you gotta be grateful and you gotta use it as much as you can to your abilities.
it, cutting, denied by Cruz. And an amazing save by Pedro Cruz. And Pedro Cruz with a third save.
A lot of pressure on the ball. Pending hit, what a save.
Saved by Cruz. Pierce cross in front. Reflex save by Cruz.
Decent ball in. Great save again. My goodness. Worldly stop from Pedro Cruz.
Marker John for the equalizer. Stop. And saved by Mackey. McGrath stopped by Will Mackey.
Now sends one in. Oh, Mackey. How did he do it?
Sliding it across. Will Mackey standing on his head.
And he stopped.
It's another great save from Mackey.
Will Mackey says no.
Huntsville's Will Mackey and Houston's Pedro Cruz will be there. But will you? Goalie Wars, presented by Old Spice, returns as part of the All-Star Skills Challenge, presented by AT&T on July 28th. And we must mention that multiple MLS Next Pro alums will be on hand to take the field in the 2026 MLS All-Star Game, presented by Chime on July 29th from Charlotte. So with that, we move into the rest of our halftime show here from William Rollins Stadium, where it's 0-0 at halftime between Ventura County and San Jose Earthquakes 2. And now we'll take a quick look at the schedule around MLS Next Pro. This is what's coming up tomorrow on Sunday. In about 12 hours' time, you can join us for Atlanta United and New York City FC2. And then from there, a great slate to continue as things heat up out west. Top 2 battle between Austin and Houston at 7 o'clock Eastern time. But let's go back and take a quick look as well at our first half highlights. Not a whole lot to speak of. It was a tense half of soccer between a pretty undermanned Ventura County team and a more experienced San Jose side. It's got a great record against VCFC. That early shot coming from Placias, straight from kickoff, there were a couple chances for Ventura County, and that was the best look for San Jose as Donnery hit the crossbar. But really, besides that, not a lot of goal threat between these two teams. A little bit of an overall edge in the run of play for San Jose, but not much to separate at intermission. So we will take one more quick break, and after that, we'll come back with the second half of action between Quakes 2 and VCFC.
Yeah. Boys hear sentiment. Flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best. Can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions. Trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes. Man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro.
Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Thanks for hanging out with us at halftime. We are just a couple minutes away from the start of the second half here from William Rollins Stadium, the home of Ventura County FC, who have a stellar 6-2-2 mark at home this season, but they've been held through the first half by San Jose. Just 2 shots in the first period for the home side. Ventura County didn't put either of them on target. San Jose pulling off 7 shots of their own, double the amount of touches in the box, but overall, really not a lot of high-quality chances going either way. And considering the circumstances heading into this match with Ventura County a little higher in the table and having a very rotated lineup with some fresh faces in there, not a lot of firepower to bring off the bench, I think this result, as things stand, favors the home team. I think they'd be a little happier if this thing finished 0-0 and went to penalties for an extra point. So the onus very much here on San Jose, even though they are the road team, to try to spark something to life in the second half. What we do know about Ventura County is they look dangerous when they could get the ball in those limited opportunities. To Julian Placias and Luis Mueller, who has come back from Germany to return to Ventura County, and certainly is a potent presence up top with 16 goals in 31 career Next Pro games entering this match. San Jose coming off back-to-back 1-0 defeats where they were unable to find a breakthrough, trying to change that pattern in the second half. And they will start with it first, with the feet of the striker Tomo Allen, who drops it back to Mendoza as we get started for the second half here in Southern California. My name is Parker Johnson. I will be along with you for the next 45 minutes and whatever may come afterwards. Of course, if it's tied, we would go to a penalty shootout. But we are looking for that breakthrough goal, and San Jose off to a fast start here in the second half, but that is derailed by a loose pass from Allen as he tried to combine with Bohane up the right side. No halftime changes to speak of for either side. Just resetting things as it was from the start. Ventura County then playing in a pretty solid shape, 4 at the back. Mueller and Placias, the main figures in an attack. It's Mueller here, crashing through Preston! 1 minute into the second half, and Ventura County take the lead. His second straight game with a goal. The 18-year-old Eric Preston strikes again. Oh, it's a nutmeg pass from Mueller. And a brilliant finish with the keeper closing. Preston points to the sky. Up to 4 goals on the season, and he has delivered another big one for Ventura County. Touch of class from Mueller just before deserves so much praise. The moment of quality that Ventura County were looking for, and it's remarkable how similar that looked to the start of the first half. When they had 2 corner kicks within the first couple of minutes, Placias was able to get a shot off early, and then they almost did nothing else the entire first half. But straight out of the halftime break, they start with similar ferocity, find themselves 1 goal in front. If they can manage to defend as well as they did in the first half, it could be enough to see out a full 3 points. That's what they were able to do last time against LAFC, even after going down a man, playing with 10 towards the end. They took a 2-0 halftime lead all the way to the end. This margin is a lot thinner, and San Jose, over the course of this match, have looked like the better team. They are extremely dangerous, and they've got some serious game changers off the bench as well that may play a role here in the second half. So This game far from over, but something for Ventura County FC and Matt Taylor to cling on to. Donnery puts the move into motion. Hadrian Spivey's ball is a little long for Allen, but close enough for him to track it down. Goes for the centering cross. Now it's Heisner. Bohane. Matched by Brett Fan, his opposite number 90. Here it's tracked down by KK Spivey. Donnery, header free in the area, tap back across, and cleared by McLean. More defending to do for Ventura County as San Jose press on. Looking for the ball into the half space, but Mendoza a little late to it. This was so close. You'd expect Mendoza to do better with the header. Heisner didn't really think that it was going to get all the way to him at the back post, and then tried to improvise and set it back across the 6-yard box. That close to a connection. Conlon sees it skip over his right boot, but safely at the feet of McLean. Up the line for Mason Vanny. Mason Vanny, the only player to start every game this season for Ventura County. We talked about his 18-year-old twin brother, Dylan, who is playing with the United States under-20 national team at the CONCACAF Championships right now. They got a game against Haiti tonight for the Stars and Stripes. But there is a third brother in the Vanny family, sons of the Galaxy head coach, Greg Vanny. His name is Christian, and he is on the bench as a substitute for what could be his professional debut. Preston tackled from behind, and his willing running is enough to earn Ventura County a corner kick. Mueller goes short to Brett Fan. They're trying to work something along the ground here. Instead, Fan flings it back post. McLean doesn't read it right through the air, and it sails over the top of his head. Gize bursting into the space. Now Quende trying to catch up. It's a great tackle from behind. Don't think he's been beaten one-on-one a single time today. Martin Quende Jr. Certainly got the size advantage against Gize. Vinny Garcia showing that doesn't mean a whole lot. If he can move like that, he goes around the outside, but his cross can't connect. Headed back across by McLean as Martinez breaks the lines, gets it back into the feet of Garcia. The star boy of the LA Galaxy Academy. Top-ranked prospect, one of the top 50 across all age groups in the MLS Academy landscape. And that is whistled behind by Gize. Two balls on the pitch. And now we can get back underway. I'm sure some of the Quakes 2 faithful that are tuned in for this one are considering the patterns of their recent matches. 1-0 defeats against Tacoma Defiance and then against North Texas. Their last performance was better against North Texas. Tacoma, it was quite the tight match, decided late by a stunning free kick from their former player, Xavi Naulati. But then against North Texas, it was really pure domination. They had almost double their opponents in terms of all the key stats. Possession with a 63% edge. They took 20 shots, but 9 on target. They had more than double the amount of touches in the penalty box with 43, and yet they couldn't score a single goal against North Texas. Wait now, Placias, he's in. Touch past the keeper. It flips up behind Preston. Oh, just out of control at the wrong moment. And Placias scratching his head. So will Dossman after giving that ball away. Just a calamity of chaos. And eventually Dossman is able to poke it behind. That would have been a wild way for this to go to 2-0. Free header though. Placias could make up for it. Preston strikes. Deflected over the top. It sat up so nicely for Eric Preston, our goal scorer for Ventura County. Couldn't make it 2. Another corner on the way from Mueller. They worked that last one real well to get the free header for Placias. Looking for it again. Quende all over it. Made sure they couldn't run the same play twice in a row. Second ball in. Quende again. Preston hits again. Second ball in can be so dangerous. They get the initial clearance, but Preston completely free at the edge of the area. He risks it to take the early strike instead of trying to control, and almost earns the own goal via deflection. Thankfully for San Jose, it goes around the right side of the post from their perspective, and another corner here for VCFC. Back post ball this time. McLean was the target. Struck by Delgado. Wide left of that football goalpost here at CLU. VCFC is brought to you by McDonald's West Coast, owned by the largest Mexican-American-owned franchisee, the McMorrow Family Restaurants Group. Over 48 locations in Southern California. McDonald's West Coast, a proud Jersey sponsor and partner, bringing local communities together. A lot for Los Doce to rally around here over the past couple games. This is the second of 3 straight at home for Ventura County. They celebrated the first with a win over their local rival, LAFC 2, in the SoCal Classico last weekend. There was a rowdy atmosphere. I was here for it, and really such a memorable night against a team where they've had a pretty poor record against. And it's such a similar story here. Another in-state rival, one who, over the years, in 10 previous meetings, Ventura County only has 1 win over Quakes 2. Whether they were, in fact, Quakes 2 or previously known as the Town FC. But Preston's got them in front, and he's chasing down another opportunity. 2 men running ahead of him. Loaded up back post. Placias. Looks like he kept it in play, but the assistant referee begged to differ. This would be the first win for Ventura County since their lone victory in the series back on March 17th, 2024, when they were playing at Dignity Health Park. A 2-1 victory with Acela Senge as the game-winning goal scorer against what was at the time the Town FC in their first season. But Dan DeGeer told me, he's the head coach of San Jose He said coming into the match, he knows that there's been a lot of success over the years against VCFC, but that does not mean it's automatically going to happen again. Talked about the necessity for his team to stay the course and play confidently despite those two 1-0 losses, where he thinks his team played really well and did create a lot of chances across those two games, especially against North Texas. They've continued the trends. They've had the better opportunities, but in the second half, Ventura County coming out so strong after a stalemate in the first 45. And snatching a lead, looking for another win here at home, which would be their 7th of the season. Lacias couldn't get it back to Preston. Touch around the corner, Kadron Spivey! He went for the pass. Nobody making the committed run across the 6. But he had options there, Spivey. Could have gone himself. Maybe could have looked for a sharper cutback to Allen. And give credit to Mason Vanny for getting in front of Julian Donnery. He saw where the danger was on that ball across. That's a really big opportunity wasted by San Jose. Ivy has been off the pace in this one. One of those players that at such a young age has almost reset the expectation. 3 goals, 3 assists. Played 17 times last year in MLS Next Pro, and he's already making his 16th start this year for Quakes 2. Fully signed as a homegrown player and ranked as not only the top player in the Quakes Academy, but one of the top 10 overall in terms of MLS Academy players with a U.S. national team future. He is tabbed as that big of a deal as a prospect. That ranking comes from U.S. Soccer Collective. Their new ranking should be coming out soon. That one's from last year. Of course, just one way to evaluate the talent, but it gives you a sense of who to look for in some of these MLS Next Pro matches. And with all the conversation surrounding the future of soccer in America, the future of the U.S. national team, I mean, there has been no denying that MLS Next Pro has created an efficient and flowing pipeline not only to MLS, but to the U.S. men's national team. Let's look much further than Matt Freese, Alex Freeman, starters during the United States World Cup run, who were playing in Next Pro just a couple years ago. That's what these guys hope their future looks like. Spivey getting himself on the ball. Played forward by Mendoza. Allen squaring up Martinez. Looking to go inside on his left. Gize with a strong challenge as he upends the 6'4" forward. Now we'll get some substitutions. Two changes here. The subs ready to come on. Gabriel Bracken-Serra and Jermaine Spivey. So won't get to see the Spivey brothers together on the pitch here as KK departs. His older brother, Jermaine, comes on. Tomo Allen also making way. So essentially changing the two central attacking players, Allen, the striker, and Spivey, more of the number 10, playing underneath him.
Entering the match, point number 77, Jermaine Spivey. Also exiting the match.
The elder Spivey, Jermaine, is more the center forward of the family, so he will play as the front man. Bracken Serra in the midfield behind him. Pretty cool when you look at the similarities between these two clubs, with the Spivey family so ingrained in San Jose. Kids who grew up as Quakes fans, all three sons in the academy, with Jermaine paving the way, and then Kadrin having his breakout season, and they've got Shamar still coming through the pipeline, the younger brother who has gotten to watch and learn from Jermaine and Kadrin. And a similar case when you look at the Vanny family in LA, with Dylan Vanny, a player of the month candidate earlier this season. His brother Mason starting every match with the second team, and their younger brother Christian making the bench today, potentially looking at his professional debut. Fan looking for Preston at the top of the box, who continues to be a nuisance for the San Jose defense. Looks tireless with his runs, and his pace is just effortless. It was a difficult pass for Fan to pull off, but keep trying to get it to that man's feet, and good things will happen for Ventura County. He gave them the 1-0 lead just a minute after halftime. Offside flag up there against San Jose. VCFC is powered by Ventura County Credit Union, Ventura County's trusted member-owned financial partner, empowering over 80,000 locals with smarter banking and community-first service since 1950. Rodrigo Paul picking out Mendoza. Quende. Rodrigo Paul. And Bohane heads over after it takes a touch. It will be a corner for San Jose Earthquakes 2. As we wrap up that last point by reminding you that Ventura County Credit Union is bringing VCFC to local communities as their official credit union partner and jersey sponsor. Thank you to Ventura County Credit Union, and my apologies for interrupting. But a corner here coming for San Jose as they try to level the score in the 68th minute. Knocked across. It's a good ball too, but well defended by Ventura County. Rodrigo Paul given his last warning here by the referee, it appears, who has counted up the minor infractions and threatens a yellow card for the first-team midfielder out of the Quakes Academy. Placias. Gize plays it forward to Fan, looking for the cut across, and it trickles in! An own goal from San Jose! And it's 2-0 VCFC. Well, muted celebrations from Ventura County, but just look at the buildup here. Man commits himself to the run. He puts the ball where it needs to be, and that is enough. Well, I tell you what, that's going to be Muller's goal. He won't celebrate because he likes his goals to come a little more difficult than that, but it knocked off him last. And hey, if you're a striker, you put yourself in the right place and good things happen. Again, a strong sequence of build-up, and that, in fact, looks like it'll be his last touch of the match. You can see number 83 there, Angel Villatoro, coming on for Ventura County. He's going to replace Luis Muller. What a return for the German international. He comes back to Ventura County more than a year since his last match, and he tallies what in truth is a very fortunate goal, but it puts Ventura County 2 goals to the good, much like they were last time out against LAFC 2, where they held on for a 2-0 win. For San Jose, nightmares all over again. Back-to-back shutout losses. The last 2 games against Tacoma Defiance and North Texas. Those were the first back-to-back losses all season for the Quakes. And it's the first time that they've lost back-to-back games at home since 2023. I mean, this is a team that is very much the class of the West. They're excellent at home, and they've been opened up here again. Preston overdid it just a bit. Good defending from Kano. As Preston seemed to run out of ideas at the wrong moment. Well, a third would be nice, but 2 is plenty at the moment for Ventura County. Here's McLean on his season debut. He's been excellent so far. Haven't really had to say his name, and that's a great compliment to a center back from a broadcaster. Kano spots Quende. He's baited into the pass where it's intercepted momentarily by Vanny. Rajagopal gets it back from Jermaine Spivey. Flashes in a shot. Walled off by Martinez. Gracias gives temporary chase and then slows his pressure. 18 minutes plus stoppage time to go here from Thousand Oaks. Preston and Luis Muller, the goal scorers. As Ventura County FC look to make it 2 in a row at home. And the significance of a win here is not subtle. Ventura County entered the day 4th place. Tons of games on tap tomorrow. If they hold on for 3 points, this will be their 9th win of the season. And they would be the 4th team to reach that 9-win mark, putting them pretty clearly in the top 4. Now, there are a couple teams with some games in hand, including Quakes 2, as they try to make up some ground. But have those 9 wins on the board with only 8 games left after this. That's a great spot for Ventura County to potentially be in at the end of the evening. That would put them in full command of a top 4 spot in a home playoff game. in the 2026 MLS Next Pro playoffs. We said for San Jose, they've got games in hand. They've only played 17 this season, this being their 18th. But this is looking like it might be their third loss in a row, with 3 great opportunities to climb themselves up the table. It by no means be the end of their playoff dreams, but it would be a big blow to their hopes of a top 4 finish. Fanny, great defending, fighting off both Spivey and Mendoza. Challenge on Palacios. Still trying to figure out which way the referee has given this foul. And it looks like Gize, meanwhile, is down on his rear end, flexing his ankle. He might need some attention. We will get a change. That is Aaron Medina coming on for Gize, whose first start in a Ventura County uniform was a good one. He was critical in the build-up to the second goal. He ran his socks off. And now a free kick for San Jose. Touched along by Conlon. No foul, says the referee. Preston with space in front of him, but not a lot of help. He waits for Medina. And his pass, too much for the stretched legs of Brett Fan, who have covered a lot of distance in this match. Alejandro Cano, Salvadoran center back. Use it over to Shane DeFlores. Off the bench for Quakes 2. Easy claim for Sebastian Conlon. That's a great punt out. Palacios can't manage a shot. Closed down by Cano. This guy is such a good defender, Alejandro Cano. He Quakes 2 captain. Made his El Salvador debut earlier this year. He has shut down multiple transitions all by himself. Could have made this scoreline look a lot worse. Villatoro getting past his man, and he can walk it in for Ventura County. The floodgates rust open in the second half. Villatoro with his first professional goal. A moment to savor at William Rollins Stadium. DeFlores tried to head it back to his goalkeeper, which left Crockford in no man's land. Villatoro never gave up on the play, and he's rewarded with a goal. Just his 5th professional appearance. Brought on to help see this one out. Comes on for Luis Mueller, and looks every bit as much of a goal scorer. Ventura County has put San Jose to the sword. more than enough chances for Quakes to go in front. While this match remained level, they were all over it in the first half. VCFC right now on a roll that doesn't seem like it can be stopped. Now, this final portion of the match is brought to you by OnB Mobile, featuring premium 5G, unlimited talk and text, and exclusive access to the OnB Club, where you can earn scholarship rewards, mortgage points, merchandise, and more. Learn more at onbmobile.com. VCFC somehow keeping that in along the goal line. Able to launch a clearance out instead of giving up a corner. Academy players all over the pitch for VCFC. Trying to hang on to this lead. Villatoro defending, clipped in by DeFlores. Big high five from Conlon with his left back Delgado. I mean, just looking at the starting lineups that we were given today, San Jose, only 3 under-20 players in the starting lineup, and 2 of them are on first-team contracts. For Ventura County, they only have 3 players above the age of 20 in the starting lineup. And if you looked at their bench, they had a combined 134 minutes of professional experience. Villatoro only had 23 minutes of game time heading into this match, and he has scored the 3rd goal. Very much boosted today by the return of Luis Mueller to the fold, but it's the BCFC team that has experienced so much turnover. A couple of key injuries as well. And it has been Academy kids up and down. Talked to Matt Taylor last week about the roller coaster of a season that it's been. As Bracken Sarah trying to break through, but look at all the white shirts behind it. Back post, Jermaine Spivey arriving. Conlon able to get the second one. Spivey, arms wide. Mouth agape, unclear how he did not get a penalty call there. Matt Taylor had so many positive things to say about his young team. The energy and the professionalism that some of these academy kids have shown, some of whom only got 1 or 2 training sessions before being called into match day squads and actually getting on the pitch for meaningful minutes. Bohane goes back post looking for Julian Donnery. Joint leading goal scorer for San Jose, who's been quiet on the evening. He did strike the crossbar in the first half. And that still is San Jose's best look of the match. Palacios heads it past Cano. He's in one-on-one with Crockford. Palacios! That is a brilliant save from Nate Crockford. Denying Ventura County's goal leader in absolute no man's land. He stands tall. He gets his right arm low and tips it around the post. Corner taken shortly. Ventura County trying to manage the clock. Final 7 minutes before we hit stoppage time. And once this one concludes, we'll see if LA Galaxy can hold up their end of the bargain. They're up 1-0. Second half just underway against the Quakes in the MLS match tonight. We see 2 more changes for Quakes 2. Rodrigo Paul departs. On comes Jorge Torres. And Bohane back to the bench, replaced by Warren Boyce on the right wing. Boyce. Well, Boyce looks like we'll actually start over on the left with the Flores on the right. Boyce, a naturally left-footed player, Mexican youth international. Gracias bodied down by Mendoza. You got to give credit to Ventura County for the way that they have stood up against this experienced Quakes 2 midfields. One of the real areas of strength of the team, with Rodrigo Paul and Mendoza aligning with Cadron Spivey, all on first-team contracts. And they were going against Brett Fan, 17-year-old out of the academy, and Kenny Garcia, who is truly an attacking player, who's had to play as a defensive midfielder for this match. 2 undersized guys in that midfield engine room who have put in an absolute shift. And the contributions of Preston and Mueller in the attacking areas so important, as Ventura County have lived off the ball for much of this game, but kept San Jose out to this point. Is there a late consolation in it for the traveling Quakes? Or will it be 3 straight without a goal for Dan DeGear's men? By Torres. And look at that. Preston's off to the races again. He's in behind the defense. Heisner chasing back. And got there just in time to force a longer touch from Preston, whose shirt goes up over his head. At disappointment of what could have been a 2-goal night on quite a few occasions. But his outlet has been invaluable to this Ventura County effort. Whether he has scored or not, or set up his teammates, or just gotten them up the pitch momentarily, all of that has been important. Donnery floating it over to Warren Boyce. Getting past Villatoro, near post ball, cut up by McLean. Medina can't get there. Shot comes in at the back. Good save from Conlon. Delgado was there as well. Here's another hit from De Flores. And a huge roar from Sebastian Conlon. As Ventura County tries to keep this clean sheet. Boy, if he didn't save it, though, Delgado was there flying onto the goal line to block it himself. I don't know who exactly got the touch on it. I think it was Conlon, but all-out effort here from Ventura County. He will take as much time as possible. Conlon trying to claim his 6th clean sheet of the season, which would move him into sole position of second place in the league. Fan around the outside. He's got Garcia for help. Goes back to Ventura instead. Couple of academy players ready to come on for professional debuts here for Ventura County, so don't go anywhere. Final minutes. I see a couple of dreams come true at the end of this 3-0 thrashing that has all come in the second half for VCFC. Trying to make it more now. Mason Vanny knocked out for a throw. Diatoro letting it ride to give an opportunity for his academy teammates to join in on the fun. So down below us, you'll see number 84, Ikenna Chidebe, and number 96, Christian Vanny, the youngest of the three Vanny brothers. And Chidebe, a 16-year-old out of the academy who's got 4 appearances with the USA under-16 national team. And scored 2 goals last year for the USA under-15s, did Chidebe. He's a winger. Come on and attack for Preston.
Your attention, please. The fourth official on the sideline has indicated a minimum of 3 minutes of added time will be added to the end of the second half.
Christian Vanny team up with his older brother Mason. Well, Dylan played for the U.S. under-20 team tonight in Mexico against Haiti at the CONCACAF under-20 championships, and of course their dad Greg on the touchline as LA Galaxy holds on to their own 1-0 lead against San Jose Earthquakes. That game taking place up in Northern California this evening. Still a few minutes to go in that one if you want to check it out after the conclusion of our match here on MLSNextPro.com. Conlon called into action one more time. 91st minute, he takes it down with comfort, soaring over Jermaine Spivey. Donnery clamped up by Mason Vanny. Was at quite the height disadvantage there. Donnery's 6'5". Got to defend him again. Slides in. McLean, good clearance. Boy, his positioning has been spot on several occasions to cut out those crosses. Really impressive performance from the 17-year-old center back. Fans ready for the final whistle here in Thousand Oaks. Christian Vanny going down for a chase. He goes by Chavi, at least on Instagram. Spelled the same as famous Spanish footballer, former Barcelona player and coach. McLean, calm touch, and then boots it into the crowd. Every bit of where that ball needed to go. Tossed in by San Jose. Looking for one late strike. But the story was written in the second half. 3 unanswered from Ventura County after it was 0-0 at halftime. The goal scoring started by Eric Preston just a moment after halftime. He was followed by Luis Muller in the 69th minute, Viatoro in the 78th. But it is the man who broke the deadlock, Eric Preston, who is our man of the match, presented by Adidas. Here's another look at that game-changing goal. A great assist as well from Muller. But Preston had a lot to do with the finish. And that underlined a sensational performance from the 18-year-olds. His second goal in as many games as he gave Ventura County the lead, and they never looked back, using him as an outlet the entire 90 minutes. A great performance and a deserved man of the match. On the 9th win of the season for Ventura County FC, they secure their position in 4th place in the Western Conference standings as San Jose dropped to 8-7-3 on the season. Their 3rd straight loss, all coming without a goal. And it won't get easier next time out against Austin next Sunday. That's going to be it for us here in Southern California. Once again, our final score is Ventura County 3, San Jose 0. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, my name is Parker Johnson. And don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. See you next time. Have a great night.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.